There is something hidden beneath the ice of Alaska, whose name alone makes the hearts of the world's miners stop. Parker Schnabel. Yes, the same Parker, who is the most fearless player of the gold rush. This time he is not doing a normal dig. He is going to do something even bigger. This time he has entered an ice-locked zone, where the ground is not solid but a completely frozen trap. Rumors are saying that a fortune of $98 million is buried beneath here. Yes, brother, $98 million. That means a treasure of about 800 crore rupees. But the twist is, this gold will not be found easily. Drilling in this place means inviting death. Hidden beneath the ice are collapsed zones and dangerous gas pockets, and one small misstep could destroy Parker's entire legacy. And the most shocking thing? Sources say Parker has detected a signal never seen in the last 10 years. Density spikes and unusual readings suggest a giant treasure vault is lurking beneath the ice. Alaska is shaken because, if this turns out to be true, it would be the biggest jackpot in gold rush history. But the question is, will Parker truly be able to extract his $98 million fortune? Or will this frozen land bury him forever? Those who don't subscribe now will miss the moment when Parker Schnabel either uncovers the world's greatest treasure or is lost forever in the Alaskan ice. Get ready, because this isn't an episode. It's history in the making. This season is completely different for Parker Schnabel. This time he hasn't come just to extract gold. He's come to stake his entire legacy. Normal mining carries risks, but the steps Parker is taking now have become the biggest gamble of his career. A mission has begun beneath the ice of Alaska, where there's no room for error. This time, Parker's plan isn't simple. He's entered a frozen zone where even machines fear. The ground isn't solid, but danger lurks beneath the ice. Parker knows that if this dig is successful, it will be the biggest victory of his life. But if it fails, everything could be over. Most importantly, the pressure on Parker has doubled. The crew is confident, but also fearful. Everyone is wondering, is this risk worth it? Parker has invested millions of dollars in equipment, and now there's no turning back. This is the moment that can make a miner a legend, or erase him from history. And meanwhile, a rumor has shaken Alaska. Reports are surfacing that a gold fortune worth approximately $98 million lies buried beneath the spot Parker is digging. Yes, $98 million. That's a jackpot worth approximately 800 crore rupees. This isn't a small pocket, but a massive hidden reserve. Insiders and local mining sources are saying that this news didn't leak suddenly. Some have noticed unusual signs in the drilling data. A spike in density readings means something heavy and valuable is present beneath the ground. This is why people are whispering, Parker may be about to hit Alaska's greatest treasure. But the question is, where did this rumor come from? Some say that old miners noticed strange gold traces in this zone decades ago. Others believe that satellite scanning and modern technology have finally located that pocket, and Parker has staked his entire future on that secret location. Now imagine, if there really is a $98 million fortune locked beneath, this would be the biggest moment in gold rush history. Parker wouldn't just become rich, he would become the biggest name in the mining world. But the danger is just as great, because the risk of collapse, flooding, and deadly gas pockets beneath the ice lurks every second. That's why this dig is no longer just mining. It has become a high-stakes battle. Parker versus Alaska. On one side is a dream worth millions, on the other, a deadly trap of frozen ground. Now everyone's eyes are on just one question. Will Parker truly win this gamble, or will this rumor acquit him forever? The place Parker Schnabel is digging is not a normal mining site. It's an ice-locked zone, meaning the ground is locked with ice on both sides, above and below. Drilling here is like trying to break open a frozen coffin. One wrong move, and the ground itself could become a trap. The greatest horror of frozen ground is that you never know what lies beneath. There can be void spaces beneath the ice, weak layers, and the risk of sudden collapse looms every second. Parker's team knows that this place is as deadly as it is valuable. As the drill cuts through the ice, pressure changes. Sometimes gas pockets can emerge, Sometimes water can burst, and sometimes the entire wall can slide and collapse in. Behind Alaska's freezing silence lies a violent danger. This is why the crew's faces show more tension than excitement. For Parker, this isn't just about extracting gold. It's become a survival mission. The machines are heavy, but nature is even heavier. The ground trapped beneath the ice is like a bomb. You never know when it will explode. This fear has made this dig the scariest operation of the gold rush. But amidst this horror, a bombshell has emerged. A treasure signal, a density spike. Scientific readings have shocked everyone. Experts are saying that there's something beneath the ground that can't be normal rock. The density is so high it feels like a massive, heavy object is buried beneath. When sensors and scans revealed an unusual spike, Parker's team literally froze, because these signals are the same ones that point to a deep gold pocket or buried fortune. Some people are whispering, "This is the jackpot. This could be the $98 million zone." A density spike means something very heavy and dense beneath the ground. Gold naturally occurs among the densest metals, so when readings suddenly jump, imagination runs wild. Is this a raw gold reserve or a sealed vault-like structure? Parker is now completely locked in. He knows this moment could be life-changing, but with every inch drilled, the danger increases. The crew wonders, if there really is treasure beneath, what will it cost to extract it? A collapse could destroy everything. Now a suspenseful battle is raging beneath the ice of Alaska. On one side is a dream of $98 million. On the other, a death trap. The question is only one. Will Parker survive this ice-locked horror and uncover the greatest treasure in history? Or will this frozen zone swallow him forever? The bigger Parker Schnabel's mission, the more fear is evident within his team. This is no longer a normal mining job. The crew's body language reveals that everyone is nervous. Excitement is evident on some faces, while panic is clearly visible in others' eyes. When working in Alaska's frozen danger zone, trust becomes the most important factor. Parker appears strong, but his crew is racked with questions. Are we really safe? Is this dig worth it? Every worker feels that. This job could turn into disaster at any moment. Tension is rising within the team because the risk isn't just to equipment, but to life. One small mistake, one wrong signal, and collapse could occur. Some crew members are quietly panicking, while others are openly arguing. Trust issues are growing because everyone knows. This is Alaska. There's no mercy here. Parker himself is trying to remain calm, but the pressure is overwhelming. When the leader gets nervous, the entire team becomes shaky. Everyone looks tough in front of the cameras, but deep down, everyone fears that this dig might be their last shift. And this fear and tension is exacerbated by the fact that this site is considered one of Alaska's most dangerous dig sites. The weather here can change at any second. Clear skies in the morning, and by afternoon a snowstorm covers everything. Visibility drops to zero, and even the machines begin to freeze. The threat of avalanches is also constant in this zone. The surrounding icy hills can collapse at any time. An avalanche doesn't just bring snow, it can bury the entire mining operation. Parker's team knows that if nature strikes, there will be no chance of survival. Machinery failure is also a major risk here. Extreme cold can jam hydraulic systems, stall engines, and drilling machines can stop mid-work. And when heavy equipment fails, the crew is helpless. Repairing equipment in Alaska isn't just a waste of time, it's a life risk. Imagine this. On one side, the dream of $98 million in treasure, and on the other, these deadly conditions. The team's nerves are fraying. Everyone is wondering if Parker is making the right decision, or has he led everyone to a place from which there's no return? That's why this dig isn't just mining. It's become a psychological war, fear versus trust. Parker versus Alaska. And the biggest question now is, will Parker's team survive this tension, or will this dangerous site break them forever? Parker Schnabel knows this dig isn't normal, and that's why he's deployed his biggest weapon, an equipment upgrade. Breaking through Alaska's frozen ground isn't easy. Normal drills fail here, and the machines jam in the cold. So Parker has brought in a special heavy drill system, literally a last-chance solution. This isn't a small upgrade, brother. Reports indicate Parker has spent millions of dollars on this operation. Heavy-duty rigs, reinforced drill heads, extra power hydraulics. Everything is custom-built for the extreme cold. Because if these machines fail, the entire mission will be over. The crew knows these machines aren't just tools, they're their hope. Every rotation, every drilling sound makes the team's breath hitch. Parker himself has said that this equipment is the most expensive gamble of his career. On one hand, there's a $98 million dream, and on the other, millions in expenses that could be lost. But the pressure to upgrade is just as great. When you invest so much money in machines, there's no turning back. Parker is now all in. If the drill works, you could hit the jackpot. But if the ice swallows the machine itself, the loss would be unimaginable. And meanwhile, another shocking theory is emerging. The hidden ice vault theory. Some experts and insiders are whispering that this couldn't just be a gold pocket. Maybe it could be a sealed chamber, locked beneath the ice for centuries. This idea has the entire team's minds blown. Just imagine, buried beneath Alaska's ice might not be just nuggets, but an ancient vault, a chamber sealed by nature itself. Density spikes and unusual readings are making this possibility even stronger. Parker's drill might not be just gold, but heading towards a hidden structure. This theory has taken the suspense to the next level. The crew is now treating every signal as a treasure. Is it just a raw gold reserve or a secret underground room where the largest fortune in history is locked? This moment has become life-changing for Parker, but the fear remains. If the vault is truly sealed, opening it could be dangerous. Collapse, gas pockets, flooding, everything is possible. What has been buried beneath the ice for centuries won't come out easily. Now Parker Schnabel stands at a brink where machines are his last hope and mystery his biggest challenge. The question is only one. Will this drill really reach $98 million in gold? Or will Alaska's hidden ice vault reveal a secret that should never have been revealed? For Parker Schnabel, this dig isn't just an adventure. It's become a financial war. The bigger the dream of $98 million, the greater the risk. If this operation fails, Parker's entire season could collapse. This has become a jackpot or bankruptcy situation. Money burns fast in mining. Heavy machinery, fuel, crew salaries, transport, drilling systems. Millions of dollars are being spent every day. Parker has invested so much in this project that backing out now means accepting a direct loss. This pressure is pushing him every moment. The crew also knows that this dig is make or break. If treasure is found, Parker will make history. But if nothing is found beneath the ice, the losses will be unbearable. Fans will think Parker was overconfident. Sponsors and investors will also raise questions. One wrong gamble could shake his entire reputation. The scariest thing is that in a place like Alaska, failure isn't just a loss of money. There's also time loss. The weather is limited and the window is small. If gold isn't found by the end of the season, everything will freeze and come to a halt. Parker has limited time and maximum pressure. And meanwhile, another major twist emerges, a government and legal angle. The zone Parker is drilling in isn't normal land. Permits and restrictions are very strict in Alaska. Environmental rules, safety regulations, and local authorities are monitoring everything. Sources say some decisions are being made off camera. Cameras don't show everything. Negotiations go on behind permits. Drilling isn't allowed in some areas unless special approval is obtained. Parker has to keep every step within legal boundaries. Otherwise, the entire operation could be shut down. Government agencies are also on alert because such a large excavation could disturb the environment. Ice zones are fragile. If drilling causes collapse or contamination, the legal trouble could be massive. This is why Parker's dig has become not just a treasure hunt, but a controlled mission. Some insiders are whispering that authorities have already issued warnings. Restrictions may tighten, and if Parker makes a hasty move, his permits could even be revoked, meaning the treasure is right in front of him, yet he can't legally touch it. It's a nightmare scenario. Now imagine how intense the pressure is. On one hand, the dream of a $98 million fortune. On the other, the fear of bankruptcy. On top of that, the government's scrutiny and legal limitations. Parker is trapped in a trap where victory will make him a legend, but defeat could break him. Now the only question is, Will Parker be able to complete this mission amid financial pressure and legal restrictions? Or will this Alaska gamble become the biggest collapse of his life? As soon as Parker Schnabel's mission became public, all of Alaska was shaken. A wave of shock spread among local miners and rival crews. Because every miner in Alaska knows, when Parker is taking such a huge risk, something massive is definitely hidden. Rumors have left the mining industry restless. Rival miners' reactions are mixed. Some are jealous, some are impressed, and some are afraid. Whispers are circulating that Parker may have found Alaska's biggest gold pocket. People in camps are talking, if Parker really hits $98 million, the game will change forever. Industry experts are also on alert. Competition in the mining world is brutal. If one man extracts such a huge fortune, the value of other claims could plummet. Some rivals are speculating that Parker used secret technology or insider information. Even veteran Alaska miners are saying, this place has been a mystery for decades. But along with excitement, fear is also growing equally. Because the bigger the treasure, the greater the danger. The worst-case scenario is now in every conversation. Collapse under ice. Beneath the frozen ground, there can be void spaces and weak layers that could collapse at any moment. One wrong blast, one overdrill, or a miscalculation of pressure, and the entire site could be buried. An ice zone collapse means not just ground collapse, but the entire operation could be trapped. Machines could be buried, the crew trapped, and rescue could be almost impossible. Parker's team knows this dig is on the edge. Tension rises with every inch drilled. The crew thinks the jackpot is just around the corner, but death is just as close. Alaska's ice looks beautiful, but a deadly monster lurks within. In a worst-case scenario, not only is treasure lost, but a legacy is also lost. If a collapse occurs, Parker's entire season could be ruined. Investors would back out, permits could be revoked, and Parker's name could forever become a warning story. Now, Alaska's miners aren't just watching Parker, they're witnessing history in the making. On one hand, there's the dream of unimaginable fortune. On the other, the nightmare of frozen collapse. The question is, will Parker truly survive this storm? Or will Alaska's ice bury him and his treasure forever? If Parker Schnabel truly unearths the $98 million jackpot hidden beneath this frozen zone, the entire history of the gold rush will change. This discovery won't just be a mining win, it could become the biggest moment of the century. The land of Alaska will forever remember that it was here, that Parker made the impossible possible. Discoveries happen in the world of the gold rush, but some moments become legendary. If Parker strikes such a huge fortune, it will be the show's biggest jackpot. People won't just call it a gold find, it will be called Alaska's greatest treasure strike. The entire mining industry will be shocked. Once Parker hits the jackpot, his life will change overnight. Sponsors, investors, rival miners, everyone will be watching him. Parker won't just be a young miner, he will become the biggest name in mining history. His status in Alaska will change. He will become a symbol, not just a man. But it's not just about money, brother. This moment is much bigger than that. It's a question of Parker's legacy. For years, people have watched him, sometimes winning, sometimes losing. But this dig could be the turning point of his entire story. This is a chance that comes only once in a lifetime. Parker knows that gold isn't just a metal, it's power. This discovery will put his name in the record books. When people talk about mining in the future, they will cite Parker as an example. Just as the names of old legends are mentioned, Parker's name will be mentioned in the same breath. And most emotionally, Parker always wanted to prove that he wasn't just lucky, he was a smart and fearless leader. This jackpot will prove it. It will show that he took the right risks, made the right decisions, and even defeated a brutal land like Alaska. But a legacy isn't always easy. Behind every victory for Parker is struggle and sacrifice. The fear of the crew, pressure, government restrictions, the dangers of machinery. He's faced everything. That's why, if he hits the jackpot, he won't just extract gold. He'll extract history. Now the question is, will Parker really reach this moment? Will this dig make him a legend? Or will the danger of Alaska stop him? Because if this jackpot turns out to be true, the future of the gold rush will change, and Parker Schnabel's name will be immortalized forever. Parker Schnabel now stands at a crossroads where there are only two paths ahead: history or destruction. Whatever lies beneath the barf of Alaska is now very close. The suspense grows with every drill sound, and the entire world is focused on this one final moment. But the biggest twist is this: no one is still sure whether the vault beneath is real or just a dangerous illusion. Density spikes have given hope, rumors have ignited, but Alaska's frozen ground never lets the truth out easily. This place knows how to bury secrets. The only question now is, will Parker truly reach that hidden vault? Will he reap the $98 million fortune and become the greatest legend in Gold Rush history? Or will this barf, these collapse zones, and this deadly ice trap swallow him forever? And listen, anyone who doesn't subscribe now will miss the moment when a $98 million fortune will either be revealed to the world or lost forever in the ice of Alaska.